If you closed every tire kicker and plate licker you've ever run into, and every tire kicker and plate licker you run into in the future, and on top of that, every do-it-yourselfer you run into in the future and in the past, how much more money would you have made and would you make in the future? But it ends up, they're slippery little suckers, aren't they? So in order to close those tire kickers, plate lickers, do-it-yourselfers, and people who already love their current advisor, you need traction to get them to take action. And you can actually do that with 2 steps. First is you gotta have something that they want. And I'm gonna show you the 4 things that we hang out there as a carrot that they absolutely want. And then you gotta have them want to do it with you, not with their current relationship. So they have to decide they need to cut their current ties with their current relationship, whether it's with the advisor or if they're do-it-yourself or with their current entity they're working with, whether it be TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, Schwab, whoever, that they want to cut that tie. So I'm going to show you how we actually do these 2 steps. First is we offer them or dangle that carrot out there of something that they want. We have 4 things. The first thing is I show them how to reduce the tax they pay on their IRA, 401k, and any retirement account withdrawals by 70%. Cut the taxes they pay on the withdrawals by 70%. Most people don't even realize they could cut it by 1%, let alone slash it by 70%. So how many tire kickers, plate lickers, do-it-yourselfers, and people already have great relationships with their advisors, how many of them want to know how to do this, to cut the tax they pay on their IRA withdrawals and 401k withdrawals by 70%? They all do. And then I'm going to show them how to reduce the tax they pay on their non-qualified accounts to just the 1% tax bracket. So if they're in the 15% or the 24% or the 34% tax bracket, I'm going to show them how to slash it and get down to where they pay tax on just 1% of their non-qualified accounts. How many tire kickers, plate lickers, do-it-yourselfers, and people that have great relationships want that? All of them. And then I'm going to show them a program that pays for long-term care costs without expensive annual premiums. How many of them want that? They all do. And lastly, I'm going to show them a program that will replace the permanent loss of their spouse's Social Security check when they die. They have not thought about, I never thought that I'm going to lose hubby's Social Security check when he dies. I'm going to live on that much less Social Security. And when they find out there's a program that will actually replace that, guess how many of them want that? I don't care if they're a tire kicker. I don't care if they're a plate licker or they're a do-it-yourselfer. How many of them want these programs? They all do. And if they have a current advisor, they want it as well. But that's the problem. If all they do is want this, if we show them how to do this, they'll just take this information back to their current advisor. So the second step is we need to get them to cut their current relationship. We need to get them cut ties with their current advisor, cut ties with their current entity, if they're a do-it-yourselfer like TD Ameritrade or Fidelity or whoever it may be. They need to want to cut ties with the current person or entity helping them with their accounts. And we do that with a tool we call the 21-point checklist. And it's 21 different things we cover. And the first 7 things are kind of innocuous. They're not very huge, but they're just little things that their advisor could have done better. So they wouldn't never leave their current advisor or their current entity they work with for this, but they think, these are kind of nice things. It would have been a good thing if my advisor covered these or Fidelity covered these things. These are good things. I'm a little disappointed they're not doing that. See, that gets them to change their whole attitude about the person working with or the entity they're working with from being they walk on water to being they could pick up their game a bit. But the next 7 things, these are things that they actually should be doing. See, the first 7 things weren't things that they needed to be doing, but they would have been nice to do, helpful to do. That's why they only get disappointed. But the next 7 things are things that they should be doing, their advisor should be doing, or the entity they're working with should be doing it, but isn't doing it. Now the people get irritated and saying, you know what, this is part of their job. They should be doing these things. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. They are dropping the ball. I'm irritated. Okay, that's the first 14. Then the last 7 things. Now we've really softened up their advisor or the entity they're working with, and then we actually show them the things that advisor or the entity actually withheld from them. The information that if they had known it, they would have made different investment choices, or maybe even decided not to work with that advisor or that entity in the first place. There's 7 things we show them that advisors and large corporations like Ameritrade, Vanguard don't show clients, that when they find out, they are angry as heck. So now they've lost all trust with their current relationship. So now they want to cut the ties with that entity, and we have them in the palm of our hand at this point. Because now they want what we have, and they don't want to do it with their current relationship. Guess who they come to? Us.